Welcome to Town Center in Suwanee. This is Steve with the Malone Home Team, EXP, living in North Georgia page. Appreciate your time today. So today, every once in a while, we'll take a tour of $1 million listing. Typically do tours of new construction, but sometimes we'll go and take a look at like one of those city center tours. That's what we're doing today. But today we're looking at, I'll call it one of the originals. All right, Town Center at Suwanee. This place opened in 2003. And we lived here, we actually moved into the area in 2002. We've since moved from Suwanee, but man, do I love Suwanee. If we could move back and find a decent house in this area, man, we'd be back here in a heartbeat. Love Suwanee, love the area, and I love Town Center. This is really one of the first ones that had the amphitheater with the shops, with the restaurants, with like the sitting outside. And it's like, you know, in a downtown type area. And you see that popping up all over the place. We've toured Cumming City Center, we toured, you know, over at Sugar Hill. Duluth has really revamped theirs. And I think we're gonna do theirs coming up there in just a couple of weeks. But it just seems like this was really one of the first ones that got this going. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a tour. Basically, you're start on one end of the park, walk all the way across, take a look at some of the restaurants, and we'll get me a smoothie because, man, it's hot out. Like doing these walking tours in the middle of summer, I gotta rework this. Maybe we'll do the walking tours in the fall and we'll do the inside stuff in summer. But for now, we're here, it's hot, and we'll go get me a smoothie here, plan a smoothie in just a second. But we're gonna take a tour of the entire park, go across the other side, show you the brand new additions that they've done because it's really cool over there. And then we'll wrap everything up, give you a little bit more information. Welcome to Town Center in Suwanee. Here we go. So we're gonna start basically on the east side of the park and we're gonna work our way around. Let's take a little walk and show you what's going on. So what we have over here, we've got 9 Round, the kickboxing place. That's been there for a while. Vitality Med Spa's been there for a while. Mellow Mushroom, that's a spot that's been there for quite some time. They've been located there, I mean, as long as I can remember. It's been a while. And that's a cool thing about the Suwanee Town Center is like a lot of these restaurants that are in here, they've been in here for a while. You know, a lot of city centers, restaurants come and they go and they come and they go. Mellow Mushroom been there for a while. They got some good pizza, you know that. Go see Mellow Mushroom. As we were walking down the street, so we're starting our tour. Worth noting, you do have some homes up on top of some of these shops, and some of them they do go on the market. In this downtown area, in this Suwanee City Center, we currently have, I think it says 147 or so townhouses that have been built, and like 80 to 90 single-family homes that have been built too. So there's like a little neighborhood built into this. It's all behind City Hall. We'll show you some of that here in just a second. But I want to let you know that, yeah, we do have some of these like townhouses or condos up on top of some of these buildings that are actually for sale. It's a little expensive to live right on the center, but I'll tell you what, I mean, it's a great location. You're everything. So there it is, the iconic Suwanee City Hall. You've probably seen it. If you've seen any pictures of Suwanee or any pictures of the downtown area, it's always got City Hall in the background. It's a really cool architectural look, you know, and for us, you know, kids of the 90s, it looks like, you know, where the Justice League gathers to dispense justice. City Hall in Suwanee. This is kind of like the centerpiece of downtown. Now behind it, we're going to take a look at the lawn behind it and take a look at some of the houses behind it too, because that's kind of a real big kind of open space that a lot of people don't know about. We'll show you the big green area that everybody knows about, but for now, I'll show you a little secret area that not everybody knows about right behind City Hall. All right, so there's the lawn like right behind City Hall, and it's lined by all of those townhouses as well. It's a really cool place to live. I mean, every time we see one of these townhouses or one of these houses go on sale, I kind of think to ourselves, as you've heard before, we've got 7 kids, so we really can't probably fit in anything down here. Maybe one day when everybody leaves, this would be a really cool place to live. We've got a really cool vibe in downtown Suwanee when they have all the festivals and everything. But then if you were to live on one of these houses like behind me, this is kind of off the downtown area. So even on like a Saturday, if they got something crazy going on, and I mean, you could just walk up like 2 blocks and it's right there, all the craziness. And then when you're done with all the craziness, you come back here. It's kind of quiet back here, right? And then you got this little lawn behind me that is, you know, this is more that, you know, the people that live here know about this. People who are on the street, not everybody knows that this is back here. So you got kind of like a little private park kind of area back here as well. Okay, this is right behind City Hall. Let's keep it going. All right, so now we're in front of Tequila Mama. All right, we've gone past City Hall, gone around the back. Now we're back on the main street. We're gonna keep walking down to the end of this part, okay? And we'll take a look at the park area. I wanna stop and talk about Tequila Mama. I'll tell you what, they've been there for a while too. I love me some Tequila Mama. Their tacos, you get some shrimp tacos. You know me, if you follow me on social, you know your boy likes to cook, your boy likes to eat, okay? Unfortunately, one of my vices, I do like to eat. But you got them shrimp tacos, you got some of those barbecue pork tacos. Oh my goodness. Tequila Mama. Now they have other locations. They have one in Buford. I think they've got one that's coming in Alpharetta as of this moment, all right? That being said, Suwanee. You want some really good Tequila Mama. And they've got like the patio that you can go eat out on, overlook everything, and something's going on over at the amphitheater. You got to hear that, eat your food. Real cool in the spring and the summer and the fall, real cool vibe. Not necessarily in the wintertime, but again, Tequila Mama, you heard it here. All right, so we just took a look at the end of kind of the strip here, Suwanee Town Center, kind of on the old side. They built this again back in 2003, so this has been here a while, 22 years, this part of the park. We're gonna take a look at the new part that they just built coming up here in just a second. But first, I want to take a look. We just looked at those couple spots. Worth noting, Brown Bag Deli, Rita's, Ippolito's. Ippolito's, they're another one of those long-standing spots that's been here for a while, long-standing restaurants that's been here a while. Fantastic food. You also got Rita's over there, and you need to go get some ice cream or some custard or like a frozen coffee or something. But also Brown Bag Deli, real good spot to go get a real, you know, like a sandwich. Go sit down on the deck, bag of chips, sandwich. Brown Bag Deli too. So you got a lot of places that you can eat right here. It's a real cool vibe. Let's take a look at the centerpiece of this whole thing. Really kind of the reason why this is so famous is because of the amphitheater and because of the green area that they have over here. This is where they have everything in downtown Suwanee, right? This is where you got Suwanee Day, which is the third Saturday and Sunday of September every year. Okay, they've got, this is like, so it's like Suwanee Fair. I think it's Suwanee Town Fair, Suwanee Fair. I can't remember what it's called, but that's what it's called. They have it here every third weekend of September. Editor, put the actual name of it down here, so that way I don't look like an idiot. Like right here. That's what it's called, okay? And there you go. But you got the amphitheater as well over there. They had, you know, concerts that they do here all the time. They have free concert series that they do in here. They've got like Broadway in the park. They've got all kinds of like cool stuff. And like I said, that Suwanee thing in September is not the only thing. It seems like every weekend or every other weekend, they got something through here. They had like this past weekend, they had like Asian American Fest. They had tents through here, and they had like restaurants out here and all kinds of stuff. You know, they got like car shows through here. You get the farmer's market every weekend. It's just a hopping place. And the cool thing about this is, this was one of the first ones that popped up. Like we said, this was like in '03 and I lived in Suwanee at the time. And we came out here and we're like, this is like crazy nice. This is cool. And this is kind of what has popped up like everywhere else. Like all those areas, like this is kind of what everybody's trying to hit. You know, not that they've like invented it here in Suwanee, because obviously this is based on something else from somewhere else, but like this is really one of the first ones in the area, and they really hit the ball out of the ballpark here. The other cool thing is they've got the free splash pad in the summertime. You want to get the kids out and go run around in the water and get wet for free? Splash pad right in front of City Hall. You got green space, you got the amphitheater, you got the splash pad, you got like benches to hang out with, you got walking trails, you got all this stuff. That's on this side. And for years and years and years, this is like the epicenter of everything. But last year, they opened up on the other side. Town Center at Delay on the other side of Buford Highway. We're gonna go walk over there right now. So before we go into the new part of the park, we gotta talk about StillFire, man. StillFire, of all the spots in Suwanee, like, you know, breweries are big, right? Breweries come up, they pop up like all over. All these little downtown areas get a brewery. Some of them do great. Some of them are like, we'll go there because they're a brewery. StillFire, though, they've got their own vibe. StillFire is like a really cool place. They got, you know, obviously it's a brewery. They got the deck out front. They have food trucks that come out with them on the weekends. They're right across the street from the main park. They've got playground for the kids outside. They do trivia nights. They do all that stuff. And it's just like everybody who knows this area knows like this is the spot, StillFire. Really cool addition to the park. This was not here originally. You know, like we talked about, the park was originally '03. This came in, I want to say like 5 years ago or so. Again, I'm just guessing, editor, but down here, how long since StillFire came out? My guess is 5 years without even thinking about it. All right, so StillFire. So if you're looking for like a brewery to be like the central location within the town center area, this is it. Let's keep going. All right, so we're in transit right now. Getting ready to set up for the next shot. Figured let's talk a little bit about Suwanee as we're walking, all right? Suwanee, this is always, you look in any of the top 10 suburbs of like the country type list, you're gonna see Suwanee in that a bunch, all right? It's a really great place to live. Home values are probably a little bit higher than some of the surrounding areas like Buford by a little bit, spots like Sugar Hill, Flower Branch, stuff like that by a lot, and like Duluth, stuff like that. But this is a great area to live. And there's a reason why those prices are as high as they are. You know, I mean, this is just, it's real good location at 85. So you need to get downtown, jump on 85. You can jump on Peachtree Industrial too to get you into the city if 85, they're playing bumper cars out there. But the other cool thing about this is the schools are awesome. Like they have really high rated schools. All right, don't take my word for it. You got to do the homework yourself on greatschools.org. Okay, but like I said, we lived here for about 14 years. We moved a little further out a couple of years ago. Great place to live. Love to move back to Suwanee if I could, because this is kind of close to where everything is that we have with like the church and everything like that. But this part of the park, them adding this is great. So we're gonna take a look at that. I'm gonna finish my walk, then we're gonna talk. All right, we're on the other side now. Town Center on Main is what this is called. You can see a lot of it behind me. We're on the middle of the big bridge that connects kind of like the eating area and the food truck area to the other end where the library is, and then the walk under to go to the other side of the park where we just were. 1,200-foot walkway elevated over the area. Then you got some ponds. Don't jump into them, they're not very deep. You've got volleyball courts, you've got the playground over there, we'll take a look at the playground in just a second. You've got all these areas like you go picnic and everything. It's a really cool addition to the park, okay? Because the park, it was growing. I hate to say it, it was kind of at max capacity over there. And they had already bought this like several years ago. The city of Suwanee bought this back when they built the other one. Just hadn't like finalized plans for it. I'm telling you, this is a really cool little spot. And this, with it just opening a year ago, they still have a lot more plans for this spot. You know, so we'll have to see if they're gonna add restaurants and stuff, or they're just gonna be okay with the food truck alley over there that they've got right now. Let's walk around, let's take a look. All right, so one of the cool things about over here is you've got Playtown Suwanee, right? They're the playground for the kids. Now, this was built a long time ago, back in 2003, back when they opened everything. But since then, they knocked this bad boy down and they opened up a new one, an improved one. We brought our kids here when they were much smaller. Now what we've got is we've got 7. The little ones, they love this one. You got the sand pit, you got like all the bridges to run over, really cool spot. So this is right across the way from like the reflecting pool area and the bridge and everything. On this side of the park, that's where Playtown Suwanee is, right over there. So there's your tour. love Town Center Suwanee, okay? A couple things we didn't mention. First, library. They have really one of the best libraries in the entire county, probably in the entire state, but definitely in the entire county right here in Suwanee. It's over there on the Town Center main portion, so in the new portion. It's been here a while, but now it becomes kind of like an anchor point of that new construction place they have over there. Also, the Suwanee Greenway dumps into the downtown area as well. It travels all along Buford Highway for several miles. One of the stops that you can take is you can walk the Greenway, have a nice hike into downtown, get up here, get a smoothie, get up here, get some lunch, let's say a brown Bag Deli or Tequila Mama, and then you head back out, or you can head over to the other side and have a picnic, whatever you want to do. It's a really cool area. You gotta love downtown Suwanee. So, like I said, this is really one of the originals, but they've added that new spot over there. And some of the other new additions that are huge are like adding the new playground is big. The playground was starting to get a little beat up. The playground's brand new. It's really cool. We were just there actually last week and the kids love it. StillFire Brewing's awesome. I mean, it's just like one of those awesome anchor points of this area. But there's those places that have been here forever, like Mellow Mushroom. Tequila Mama's not going anywhere. Ippolito's isn't going anywhere. You got these places that are going to stay here forever. And it's just a really cool neighborhood. And then you go a little further down, not necessarily on the town center area, but you got, Bottles and Bones a little further down Buford Highway, quick walk down there. So you got a lot more restaurants, further down Buford Highway. We could extend this video for another 10 minutes if we wanted to do that. So you got a lot of really cool places here that you can go. There it is, Town Center Suwanee. Whether you want to move to the area and get some information about it, or you just love the area and wanted to see a video, that's where we are. All the information is below. Phone number, email address, Instagram handle, all that good stuff. You want to find me, hit me up there. Questions about what's going on in the market, hit me up there as well. And we're going to continue these tours. Since we're going to continue those tours, you want to be the first one to hear about those, right? That's why you want to like and you want to subscribe, okay? Like and subscribe. If I've earned the like. If I haven't earned the like it anyway. I need the SEO. But if you like it, then emphatically hit the like button. Smash it. This is Steve with the Malone Home Team EXP, living in North Georgia Page. I appreciate you. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.